and to a new video. I hope you're all doing really well this week. I am doing very, very well this week, but I first of all must apologise that there was no video last Sunday, which I think is the first time I have missed a video since I started this YouTube channel. But what actually happened was I had filmed about, I would say, half of the week's vlog. Then we went down to Devon for a little holiday for Mum's 93rd birthday on Thursday, and I took all my equipment with me, my laptop, everything. And while we were down there, there was such a poor signal everywhere I was, and even in the hotel, even with the Wi-Fi, I couldn't get anything to upload quickly or do what I wanted it to do. It was getting very frustrated, and I didn't want to spend the whole time whilst I was down in Devon trying to concentrate on getting all that done and effectively kind of working when we're spending time with Mum and of course Adam, my son, who we picked up en route because he's currently living in Exeter at university. Haven't seen him for months, so we picked him up, as I say, en route and had 4 lovely days in beautiful Devon. So there's a bit of that to show you in this week's video as well. But we have had a lovely time. The sun was shining for a couple of days as well, which was great. Even managed to get into the outdoor pool at the hotel, which was wonderful. Wasn't expecting to do that. There was an indoor pool there, a sauna, jacuzzi. We went to the beach, managed to get Mum to do everything that she wanted to do. And the lovely thing about it was she's so familiar with this particular part of the country and this particular hotel that she's been to many, many, many times over the years with my dad, with my sister, with us as children. All the memories were there. She remembered it all. She even knew her way around the hotel. She was showing me where the toilets were and all sorts. And it was so lovely to see her relax in an environment that she recognised and really enjoyed. It was super, ticked all the boxes for her. I had a wonderful time. It isn't the easiest being on holiday with Mum or obviously anybody of that age because they're so dependent and she's so dependent on me. So I'm not going to say it was hard work, but because she was familiar with it, she kind of was happy doing whatever. But it is quite tiring, I suppose, trying to be on holiday with somebody that is so dependent on you. But I had a huge amount of help with Adam, and of course my partner Paul was with us as well, so I couldn't have asked for more. It was lovely. Everybody enjoyed it. We've had a super time. Anyway, so there's a bit of a combination in this week's video. I've re-edited everything I'd done for last week, so there's a bit of preparation, getting it all done in the house, and a bit of that sort of pre-holiday, getting things sorted out here in the house, a bit of time in Devon. I've made some lovely purchases and there's all sorts of bits and pieces to show you. So let's get into this week's video. I hope you enjoy it. So it's the day before my little break away for a long weekend in Devon. So after I had my breakfast this morning, I thought I'd do a little bit of a clean up in the kitchen, spraying it all down with white vinegar. This gets rid of any bacteria and deodorizes as well. So it's going to leave the kitchen nice and fresh while we're away. I sorted out all the breakfast things, put the dishwasher on, fed the cats obviously, and just made sure that everything was also in order for my cat sitter coming. So I was sorting out all the boxes and packets of cat food and putting them all away in one big plastic box in the cat cupboard so that she can easily get to everything. And hopefully they're not going to need this much food for the whole weekend. But with 3 of them, we certainly get through a lot. I just can't give up.
Since the day that we met, and you haven't seen the best of me yet. There's nothing like you and me together, and your eyes have been so hard to forget, but there's something you're trying to hide.
Now there's nothing better than returning from your holiday to a clean bed with lovely clean sheets on. And what I've done this morning is I put everything in the wash, and now I'm actually sprinkling some bicarb of soda over my mattress protector. You can do this directly onto your mattress, but I did it a couple of weeks ago. So I'm just doing it over the mattress protector using an old pink scoop that came out of a box of Vanish stain remover actually, and I keep my bicarb in a little glass container as well in the kitchen. You leave it for an hour, preferably overnight. I haven't got overnight, so I left it for an hour or so while I went in the shower, and then you just hoover it all up, which leaves it smelling fresh, clean and deodorised. So after I'd finished with my day and my sheets were all clean and dry, I then did the clever sausage roll, put your duvet cover back on trick, which is have your duvet cover inside out, lay it flat on the bed, put your duvet on top of it, roll it all up into a sausage, unfold it, and your duvet will be inside the duvet cover absolutely perfectly. You just need to tidy up the very little ends, give it a shake, and you're all set. And here I have my almost completed freshly made bed. I can't wait to get into this when I get back from my holiday. So if, like me, you live in the UK, you will know that the past couple of weeks we've had some not just hot weather, but some incredibly humid weather. Don't have air conditioning in my house, and I live in a 3-storey house, so you can imagine the heat rises, and in my bedroom on the top floor, it's very hot. This week I have purchased an air circulation fan, and it is by Leader Pro. It has a touch switch design. You can turn the lights off as well if it's night time and the blue light annoys you. It has a 360-degree oscillation, a sleep mode, 4 speed settings, a timer, a remote control, and you can put it into natural mode as well. I will link the product down below for you so you can click on it and purchase one yourself if you want to. So even on the highest fan setting, it's still very, very, very quiet. And obviously if you switch it down a couple of speeds, you practically can't hear it at all. And if you put it into nighttime mode, it's even quieter again, which is just what I like, because I can never get to sleep at night in a room with a very, very noisy fan. It just keeps me awake, but equally it keeps me awake when the room is too hot. So this is going to be absolutely perfect in the bedroom. Brilliant. So on Thursday, Mom's 93rd birthday, we popped her in the car and we headed down to the coast of Devon, the beautiful Blackpool Sands in the village of Stoke Fleming, just outside of Dartmouth, picking up my son Adam in Exeter on the way down. I haven't seen Adam for months. It was so nice to see him, and Mom had a fabulous time. We even got to be on the beach for a bit. Hello, Mother.
Hello.
What day is it today?
I don't know.
Oh, it's quite of a special day. Can you remember what day it is?
It's my birthday
And where are you?
on the beach in Devon.
Lovely. And we haven't long been here.
No,
And you love it.
in fact we just arrived.
And you love
We
it.
only just booked in at the hotel.
Yeah. What do you like best about the hotel?
Oh, I think it's good all round.
Yeah.
Yes, nice food,
Yeah.
nice place to stay, nice people. Lovely little hotel.
Good.
So
So you're happy that you're here on your little holiday?
Absolutely.
Are you going to go for a swim?
I might swim in the pool later. Or tomorrow.
But not in the sea?
No, no.
And all that sea air made us very hungry, so we were in the hotel restaurant every evening on our little stay, which was really nice. The food is excellent at Stoke Lodge Hotel, and as it was Mum's birthday, it was a great opportunity just to give her a couple of little presents and her cards that she really enjoyed opening. Of course, a birthday isn't a birthday without a cake, and the hotel made this beautiful Victoria sponge cake with lots of fruit. So I have picked up my new car this week, which I am very pleased with. I've gone for another Mini, but this time I've had a Cooper and not a Countryman, so it's a little bit smaller. I was a bit worried Mom wouldn't cope with it, but she has, and we have actually been down to Devon in this car this week, so we've had 4 of us in there quite comfortably. Very, very happy with it, but it already needs a clean. Now we've taken it to the seaside. Although we've kept it pretty clean inside, I am impressed. And this time I've got leather seats, which I can heat up in the winter, which I'm super, super happy about. So updated console unit as opposed to the Countryman. But other than that, it's pretty similar, just a much, much newer model. I actually wanted this car in a cream colour, and I think they now call it pepper white. However, the cream ones are discontinued now. If you want a cream one, you'd have to have a much older model, and I didn't want an older model, I wanted a new car. So this one is about 18 months, 2 years old, so I am the second owner. I love it, absolutely love it. Clean now, back to new. That's better. So I'm just going to show you a very, very quick and easy summer tea. This is something that Grace and I probably have once a week at the moment while the weather is really lovely. And more importantly, it's incredibly cheap. So, first of all, chicken drumsticks. Now in Morrison's you can buy 2 packs of these, smaller ones. The ones that are smaller have about 6 drumsticks in. This is the larger pack, 1 kilogram. But the smaller packs are only £1 each, but this was only £2.50. So very, very reasonable. And I'm going to do it with some corn on the cob, some roasted vegetable couscous. This is from Lidl, that costs about 30p. My chicken is going to be done in a tin of chopped tomatoes with some salt and pepper, some garlic and some oregano. I'll show you how I do it. I'm then going to do a side salad, and all in all, it's probably one of the cheapest meals you can do, and actually pretty healthy for you as well. So I start by adding my tinned tomatoes. I use chopped tomatoes, you could use plum tomatoes I suppose. And then I add my squeezy garlic paste. I haven't got any fresh garlic today, so this will do, together with a bit of salt and pepper and a good old sprinkling of oregano, and mix that all together. And then I start to add my chicken drumsticks to the tomato sauce, coating them as I put them in the dish, and then I make sure that they're all coated on the top as well before they go in the oven.
I cook them on a preheated oven about gas mark 7 for about 35-40 minutes, and do make sure your chicken is cooked thoroughly all the way through. Sweet corn is just boiled up for about 15 to 20 minutes, easy. And this particular couscous is just mixed with a knob of butter and 170 ml of boiling water. You then just need to bring that back to the boil on your hob, and then once it's back to the boil you can turn the heat off, put the saucepan lid on it and just let it sit. And the salad tonight will be some cucumber, some iceberg lettuce, some tomatoes, some little croutons, some Caesar salad dressing, some coleslaw, and I also like to add some of my very favourite pineapple and almond cheese as well.
And whilst that very cheap and easy dinner is cooking, I'm going to show you just one little purchase that I've made off Amazon this week. And I only got it because I thought it was so pretty and unusual, and actually it'll look really nice on my office desk in my study here at home. But I just really liked it. I shall link the description down below for you. And I think it's about £11 on Amazon at the moment, but as you know, Amazon prices seem to change about a bit, and they change every few days. But I got it for about £11 yesterday, so I will link it down below for you. But it's just a new calculator for my office, but it's in this really nice white and rose gold colour, which I really liked. And my office is actually white and grey, but I thought that would look quite classy and quite nice on there. And it works. Oh, I wish I had that much money. And it works, which is great. So it's solar powered, so you don't need to put any batteries in, but there is an on-off switch, so you can turn it off even though it's solar powered. But I just thought that was really cute and very modern and aesthetically pleasing. I really like that. They've got some really nice bits and pieces on Amazon at the moment, you know, bits and pieces for the office and for the home and what have you. But there we go. Just thought I'd show you that nice new little slimline calculator in rose gold. Love it. Feel all posh now. And I thought I'd show you my little home office anyway, because if you've followed my vlogs for a long time, you'll know that about, it could be about 2 years ago, no, not perhaps 18 months or so ago, I changed this room completely. This had been, before I moved in here, it had been a baby's playroom, and then it had been a dumping ground for the first couple of years that I was in this house. So I had the floors done. You can see all of Mila's toys over there. So the floors were done throughout the whole of the downstairs of the house and followed through into here, into the study. And then I had the desk from Wayfair and the leather chair from Wayfair. And then this is where I do all my sort of home work, as it were, and all my YouTubing bits and pieces and all my editing. And then we've got this nice little addition of my fancy new calculator. So there we go. Looks quite nice, I think.
Well, it's a good job I'm hungry, because there is quite a lot of dinner here actually, but it's pretty healthy. And honestly, this mixture of different tastes with the cheese, the garlic, the tomato and the couscous, it does taste absolutely delicious.
So here we are having our moment on the bed, and that's it, me done for holidays for a little bit. I have booked another one for September, but I'll tell you more about that closer to the time. I'm keeping everything crossed that Mum will still be in very good health at that point, and I will be able to go, because the next holiday I have in September actually covers Paul's birthday, so it's going to be a real treat. It is abroad, but I'm not going to tell you any more about it at the moment. But needless to say, the little trip to Devon we've had last week, and my recent trip to Menorca. I'm so grateful for. So grateful that I've got to go away this year after such a long time of not being able to go away for one reason or another. There's a little pandemic somewhere in the middle of it all, and obviously now being a carer to mom, it's tricky unless it's well organised and prepared and I've got support around me, which isn't easy because we don't have much family left anymore, and the family we do have don't live locally, so it is tricky, but I'm very blessed to have had the couple of little breaks that I have had recently. And you may just be able to see a cut on the top of my lip there, so you're probably wondering what is that mark on Polly's lip. I don't know if you can see it actually, but I have got a cut there. Myla has done that. I am having a nightmare with Myla at the moment because she's an indoor cat. She does use a scratch post downstairs, and to be fair, she doesn't scratch furniture, but her claws are getting really long really quick, and I have to keep cutting them. I've got some special cat claw scissors, I suppose you could call them, and but trying to contain her to do it is very tricky, and she doesn't like it one bit. So I tried to cut her nails last night and I was practically ripped to shreds. It was a bit like Edward Scissorhands going on. And she's cut me here, and I've got a little cut on my arm, and oh goodness knows. So I haven't been in a fight or anything like that. Well, I have, but with Myla. And she's not happy about it at all. All I managed to do was she's now on the bed, so she's moving the camera. I'll just do that. She has to be involved. Wherever I am in the house, you can guarantee that Myla will be around. Unless she sees the scissors and then she does one. But I managed to do her front claws, but I haven't been able to do her back. And I don't know whether it distresses them or hurts them having long claws, but when she's going around the house and she's clambering up the stairs or she's on carpet, she's kind of pulling the carpet up and ripping it and making all sorts of disastrous areas around the house. But I would imagine it must be really uncomfortable for her. So I would think that when she's had her nails done, she probably thinks, oh, actually, that does feel better. But she's not keen at all on having them done. If you've got any tips and tricks on how you do it, if you've got cats or any animals that you have to cut their nails and you can't seem to contain them. It's a bit of a two-man job really in our house, but Grace has been working hours that I've been at home again this week, so it's been tricky to grab her to say, help me with this. But anyway, that's why I've got cuts all over me, in case you're wondering. Made another little purchase today actually in Aldi. Now you may or may not know, but Aldi are very good at doing dupes of White Company and Jo Malone as well, and they do a lot of hand washes and hand and body creams that do look rather like the White Company ones. They're also doing perfumes now, and I got this one yesterday. It's £6.99. There are various different fragrances and they are an eau de parfum, and this one is called Number 3 Pomegranate, and very similar, if not I would say identical, to Jo Malone of a similar name. And I put this on I got ready for work this morning and I put this on at about 7 o'clock this morning, and when I was at work, a client came into the office at about 2:45 and she said, what is that beautiful perfume you are wearing? It smells absolutely gorgeous. I haven't reapplied it at all throughout the day. It does smell really strong, and I can highly recommend the Aldi. It's called the Hotel Collection, and as I say, they do hand wash and body cream and a few bits and pieces in the Hotel Collection. I think they do candles as well, possibly reed diffusers in some stores. But the perfumes, eau de parfum, £6.99. Can't beat it. And they smell gorgeous and they really last. I am super impressed with those with Aldi at the moment. But like anything in Aldi, it's a bit of a buy it when you see it, because often they don't have them in stock or they don't have them for a while and then you don't see them for months and then they come back in and things like that. So Mom bought one as well, but she bought a different one. I think it was Pear and Freesia or something like that, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And I actually would have bought that one as well, but they only had one of each left in my local store. So we've had one each. They're absolutely gorgeous. I can highly recommend them. And I've got to put my thinking cap on this week, because next week I am going back down to Devon, but only for a day and a night, because Adam, my son, is graduating from university, which I am amazed at how quick that's gone, and I am super proud of him. And I've got to wear a very nice outfit. He has sent me a copy of the letter where it addresses the dress code, which has got to be very formal. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye on the weather, because he wants me to meet him at his student house and walk to the university, because the parking will be very restricted. And I think the walk is a good 10 or 15 minutes. So I don't think I'll be in my high heels, or I could put them in a separate bag maybe if I do wear high heels. But I really need to have a think about what I'm going to wear. And I've got some lovely dresses, and I've got some lovely summery formal kind of dresses that would be great if the weather's good. But if the weather's rainy or stormy, I don't know what to do. So if any of you have been to any graduations, I really would be interested to see some pictures of you at graduation, or give me some ideas on the sort of attire that I need to wear. I said to Adam, do I need a hat? And he went, no, Mum, I'm not getting married. You don't need a hat. So I'm not wearing a hat, but I would like to look very smart, obviously. And the only problem with graduation at the moment for Adam, and I would imagine lots of students, obviously, is a lot of the examiners have gone on strike. So he hasn't completely got all his results yet. And it's possible he won't even have his results on graduation day. So his photograph and certificate holding might actually be a blank piece of paper, so he's been told. Having said that, he's had the results of a few pieces of work back. And on the basis of those results, he actually will come out with the first, which I'm, as you can imagine, super proud of. So I think that's kind of in the bag, but he does want all the other results back, obviously, to know exactly where he's at and to know for sure. But it's not the end of university for Adam. He's going to go back in September to the same university to do his master's degree. So I lose my little genius again, end of August, start of September, but he will be coming home not long after graduation. I think they'll stay down there for a few days after graduation. I think there's going to be an element of partying going on. And then he's back for a few days. Then he goes on holiday to Greece. Jealous? Not jealous. Me? Yeah, goes on holiday to Greece with his friends. Definitely well deserved. And he has a birthday, middle of August as well, which I'm sure he will be home for. But how long he's home, I don't know, because I think he'll be able to get his new accommodation at the end of August, start of September. So we shall see. But needless to say, it's graduation next week. I'm really looking forward to it. And I shall try and take you along, but I do know that no photography is allowed other than official photography. So I might sort of, well, I'll show you what I can, but it could be that I can't show you any photographs of Adam or the actual presentation itself, but we shall see. I'm going to take him out for a nice meal afterwards as well. So it will be a nice day and a lovely evening down in Exeter, and I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, can't wait, and I'm sure he can't as well. I think he's really going to enjoy graduation. He's got his cape and his hat, or do you call it a hat? Don't call it a hat, do you? Graduation cap thing. Tell me, please, someone, what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I'll find out next week. Anyway, that's all good. And yeah, I'm just getting back into the swing of things this week, obviously, with going back to work and getting back into not being by the seaside again. I really enjoy being by the seaside. I find it very therapeutic and very relaxing seeing the sea. So I'm going to have to wait till September now, but I'm, super blessed to be going on holiday again in September this year. And haven't had a holiday for 4 years. You get 3 in 1 year. It's a bit like buses, isn't it? So I'm really happy about that. And I hope you have enjoyed this week's video. I'm sorry again there was no video last week. that was very disappointing for me actually, because I don't think I've done that before. I don't think I've missed a week before, and I didn't like that. And anyway, hopefully that won't happen again. And I hope you have enjoyed this week's video, and I look forward to seeing you next week. But do leave me a comment and a like, and subscribe to the channel if you can. And if you're new to the channel, a warm welcome to you as well. I've actually had some new subscribers this past couple of weeks or so. So I hope you're enjoying the content so far. There's a lot to go back on if you want to look back into the history of the channel and where I started and why I started and all those kind of things, which my veterans on the channel will know why. There's lots and lots of reasons. And basically this channel is about, hopefully, positivity. It's about normal day-to-day life. It's about me having been a single mom for many years. My children are now grown up. I have 2 children, Adam and Grace, and it's about overcoming tragedy in life. It's about empowerment, hopefully. It's about rising above challenges that we all have, and normal, ordinary, mundane sometimes challenges that we all have in our lives. Overcoming grief. I'm a cancer survivor. I'm also the sister to a lovely lady who lost her life to cancer at a very young age. I'm a carer, a registered carer to my 93-year-old mum. I work. I have had a very bad narcissistic abusive relationship in the past, and all those things combined together to make me want to start this channel. So I just follow day-to-day life. I follow some lifestyle hacks sometimes, and do lots of shopping and cleaning and organisation, going out and about with mum. Although she's 93, she still loves going here, there and everywhere. So as I say, if you're new to the channel, there's all sorts of different bits and pieces going on, and hopefully there's something in it for you. And if you're a veteran to the channel, thank you for joining me again, and I look forward to seeing you all next Sunday, same time, same place. So until then, stay safe, stay in the boat, and keep doing all things good. And I look forward to seeing you next Sunday. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.